Okay, I just want everyone to know that you're in for a real treat tonight. You know, in this week's Parsha, the lights are on me a little, so it's a little hard to see out in the audience, but I actually had Marlene, Hamora Malka, help me to say it, and I practiced it over and over, and I can't do it. So, but anyway, in this week's Parsha, the Israelites are preparing, they're just about ready to take their journey to Israel. Not unlike our group of 8th graders tonight who will be heading off Wednesday morning. And Moses, he says to them, "We are journeying to the place about which the Lord said, 'I will give it to you, God with us, and we will be good to you.'" Note that Moses said that the Israelites will journey to the land of Israel as opposed to just go. The sages say that the difference between going and journeying is that going can mean to travel physically but remain emotionally unwilling. The body moves along, but the heart remains in place. Journeying, on the other hand, means to go physically and mentally. The entire person journeys to the destination. As our students prepare for their journey to Israel and then on to high school and beyond, I want them to know that life is a road that is traveled over time. Things are never static. They inevitably change as our circumstances evolve. We have two options. We can journey along the road of life or just simply make a go of it. We look back with fondness at the best parts of our past, which is one of the really nice things that we're going to do tonight. But we cannot remain mired there if we want to enjoy the future. Every part of our road holds undiscovered delights and untold rewards. But we find them only if we seek them. We can't seek them if our minds and hearts are focused on the past as it stretches down the road. You can't go through life. You have to appreciate the journey. I want to thank all of you who made at least this portion of the journey possible, particularly the parents, the teachers, and most of all, our 8th grade students. And at this time, I want to welcome you to our 8th grade 2013 graduation.
All right, guys, it's just an incredible situation to be here tonight. I can see what Dr. Olstrom said earlier with regards to the lights. It's very hard to see you all out there. But what a wonderful entrance. What a beautiful, spirited way. You guys came down this red carpet onto the stage. Awesome. Very awesome. And I have to tell you all parents and friends and relatives here tonight, this whole auditorium and the whole event was prepared every single day by these amazing 8th grade class. And we want to thank you for making this evening so spectacular as it is. I'd say let's give them a good round of applause because it is. This is their heart and soul they're putting here tonight. And thank you. And of course, it came together with a beautiful direction. She doesn't like me to say anything about this, but I'm going to do it in any case. Our big appreciation because her heart and soul went to everything she does with the 8th grade class. Thank you, Hamora Sigal, for an amazing directorship into this incredible evening here tonight. And it's absolutely fantastic. I just want to welcome an extra guest that's with us here tonight, all the way from Israel. I forgot her name. Together with Guy, our future shlucha is here. And if she can stand up, we turn towards the back of the auditorium. Shalom Aleichem, Brokim Abayim. All right. Oh, shit. So one more, say a guy, louder. Ashra. Ashra, which, awesome. Very good. Guys. I did. All right. Anyway, it's tremendous that we're here tonight. And I can't believe it. Here are 9 amazing young students who have journeyed with us tremendously. And I have to tell you, all the teachers that are here tonight, and tremendously amazing good teachers that you've been exposed to and have taught you so well. We're not surprised that you reached here tonight in the amazing way that you have. And I look at 9 powerful human beings. If I look around, I look at Emma over here. Emma I met 3 years ago when she first came to THA, was in the summer. And I remember her walking inside because in my office I could see through the door. And she came and she sat down and her father put her to work. And there she was answering phones or doing something like that. But she didn't stop. All right, she was so efficient, I thought that she was somebody hired as an administrative assistant here. All right, and I came out and somebody said to me, I think Sherry told me, oh, this is Emma, Dr. Ahlstrom now, and Shannon's daughter. And I have to tell you, Emma, since then, you haven't stopped. All right, you're always willing to give from your heart and give from your soul. You're amazing. If I think back now, where you guys all going to go in the future, if I think of Emma, if I take you backwards, all right, in the 60s, 70s, I could see you backpacking on the way to Woodstock somehow. All right? So somehow see that in you. And then I look ahead, I can see in that same spirit, I don't know, you could be in like the National Guard helping starving children in Africa in the same way. All right? I can see that too. There's so much that you put into, and I'm so grateful and admire all the good things that you have done. You never stop. You're always willing to put yourself out and help. No fuss, no bother. Pretty much amazing. And I wish you, I know the world's going to be much better. Right, because someone like Emma Ahlstrom is going to emerge from this building and out in the world. And mazel tov to you. And as I go along, the back row here, we have our Vogue fashion queen. All right? And here we have Yael. And Yael, she's amazing. Yael has the most amazing fashion sense. All right? She's absolutely beautiful. All right? She can dress herself and has such amazing insight into what is correct. But not only is it a dress on the outside, but we're talking about garments of the soul. Right? Lavushim, garments of the soul. And Yael was a warrior. Right? In the Torah, she was a warrior. Right? She stood up strong for what was right and correct. Right? And I look at Yael with all her fashion sense. And I look at her sometimes, I sometimes see her because she learns online, she learns Torah extra hours. Right? She gives up extra hours to learn with a teacher that lives all the way in New York. And I see the concentration, and I see the seriousness. She takes it extremely well. So we talk about her fashion on the outside, but there are also garments of her soul, which are her levushim of her thoughts, speech, and deeds. And not only that, does she represent herself so well with that, but I don't know, one day if I want a lawyer, whether she's that way or not, if she's a Rebbetzin or a lawyer, I'm going to call her up and say, Yael, I need to come fight for me, because I know I'm going to win. And mazel tov to you. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Eshed, Eshed, our artist, I don't know, Eshed is so pure. Eshed is so soft. Eshed is so wonderful. I think she's the Jewish Mother Teresa of our time, all right, if I see it. All right, the only difference with her is that she'll be wearing Converse tennis shoes if she went out there in India helping people out. But Eshed, your neshama is clear. What a soul you have. And your gentleness and your refinement and your care and your sympathy that you show towards everything. You are truly an artist with inside yourself on how to manifest goodness and kindness in this world. And mazel tov to you, all right, as you immerse out here and make something in the world. Thank you. And next to Eshed, David. When I look at David and Yankee, it's like Batman and Robin. All right? They're the same superheroes. All right? They can climb. I don't know which one's Batman. I don't know which one's Robin, to tell the truth. All right? But they're superheroes with regards to they can climb anything in the school. They can discover anything in the school. They can swoop down and save something and swoop up again. Absolutely amazing. But David, I've got to know because, and I'm grateful to David. I'm going to say this in front of everybody here today. David chose me to be a friend. And I'm always grateful for that. He always said to me, "You're my friend," and I really appreciate that, David. I remember when Yael, David, and Yankee came home, their mother called us up, and they saw these 3 little babies lying on the bed, triplets, and I didn't know then that we'll enter into such amazing relationship. And David, none of you know this, but he's a philosopher. He can sit back and he can think, and he has an opinion. He won't tell you, but he has tremendous insight into people, into goodness, and what's right in the world. And he's going off to yeshiva to go study in Los Angeles. And I know that you will connect with the teachings of Hasidus because you are a Hasidish neshama, David. And I'm very proud of you. Absolutely very, very proud of you. And mazel tov! Now, there's a very good-looking guy at the end of the road here, Zakkai. Zakkai, I can never figure him out. All right? Sometimes he's very intellectual. He's like a kaleidoscope of different things. Very intellectual. Sometimes he can choose to be a little bit goofy. Extremely creative. He can give you an amazing argument. And yet, at the same time on his computer, he's playing like Warlords or something like that. All right? I can't figure him out. He's sometimes so out there and sometimes a little bit rebellious. All right? But one thing I know about Zakkai, all right, one thing I definitely know about him, in his gift of a sharp mind and very good looks and a very beautiful smile, all right, is that whatever he strives out to do with his mischievousness or his intellectual pursuit, it's always filled with goodness. And Zakkai, continue to go out to the world, all right, to use your creativity in which you've been gifted with and make everything amazing. And mazel tov to you. Zakkai Markovitz. And then we have Sophia. All right, the first time I met Sophia was right over there. It was the back-to-school barbecue. I don't know who she was, but I thought her sister was Eshed's older sister, Shoam. So I went over to say, "Hi, Shoam," and they're looking at me like, "Who are you? What do you say to us?" All right? But you know what's about Sophia? She's like, you know, you can be as weird as possible. It's okay. All right? She's so non-judgmental. All right? She's so good. And she's so willing, again, also, to assist. To help, to participate, to be together with everybody. All right, so she's grown from this young girl to a beautiful young lady here tonight. All right, she is the beauty in the beast. It's a favorite movie, by the way. All right, and I'm so glad on how you've come here and how you fitted in and how you made everything at THA part of your life. Thank you, and you are absolutely amazing. Sophia Shin, thank you. And here we have a young girl. All right, very sharp mind, this Claire. All right, absolutely sharp. I think Claire became like a picture poster for THA. If I look through all these pictures, there's so many pictures of Claire. I think she's the cutest little child that's grown up to be a powerful young lady. All right, if she had been a TV show, it would be Law and Order. She's an advocate. All right, she's so strong in her thoughts. She's so strong in what she stands for. She's so clear in what she stands for. Right? She stands for many, many things. Right? And Claire, it's been amazing arguing with you in class, agreeing with you in class, and sometimes having to step down and say, "You know what, Claire, you happen to be right." All right? So, mazel tov you, Claire. The world's waiting for you out there. And, of course, Ayal. Ayal came to us much later in the year. And I looked at him and said, "Well, Ayal, how are you going to fit in?" And Ayal looked at me. No problem. And he fitted in as if he was always around. He's a good sport. I had to talk about being a good sport. I think that was he's going to pursue in his career. I think he's going to go towards computers as well. But he's been so good and fitting in and working together towards everything that's absolutely great inside the school. And I respect you for that, admire you for that, Ayal, and kol hakavod lacha. Last, and not least, we have James Bond over here. All right, James Bond. All right, amazing, sharp mind. All right, always pursuing something. All right, always looking for something. But he's got, this Yankee has such a sharp mind and such a good mind. All right, that always trying to figure out something. I admire and love your wit, your wisdom. And I'll tell you what I really admire, that sometimes you're a cool guy. You know, you're a really cool guy. But sometimes you're prepared to let that go and pack it away somewhere so you can come and perform, which in a situation in the school might not be so cool. Right? You have to perform on the stage. You might have to be a little David in the play. And you arise to the occasion. You put that all aside because you know what has to be done. The little kids love you. Right? And you really know how to rise to the occasion when it is. You have tremendously wonderful potential. Right? And I know next year in your yeshiva with your sharp mind and your good wit, you'll learn very, very well. Eighth grade, guys, another round of applause. And now I'll speak too much, so therefore I'm going to take this part a little bit quickly. But here I want to share with you a story. All right, I'll go quick. All right, but this story is like this. That once upon a time, there was a rich man. And he had a son that was a shlemazel. What's a shlemazel? A shlemazel is somebody, you know, he's a little bit nerdy, doesn't work out things too well, he makes bad choices, he's just, you know, not too great. But the rich man wanted to decide, he wants to give his son a chance. He says to his chance, listen to his son, listen, I'm going to give you a bag of gold. I want you to take this bag of gold, and I want you to take it out to the marketplace, and I want you to buy something with this bag of gold, and go sell it somewhere else for a little bit more money, make a profit. The son, the shlemazel, was so impressed that his father trusted him that he said, okay, he takes the gold, and he's so proud of himself. He goes to the marketplace, and who's waiting for him there? A business shark. And he looks at him, and he says, oh, I can take advantage of this guy. And he says to him, can I help you? And he says, sure. I'm looking to buy something that I can resell as a profit. So the guy says, I have just what you need. Look, here I have a wagon full of toothpicks. Right? And everybody needs toothpicks. This was before dental floss and all that kind of stuff, right? And he said, I've got a wagon full of toothpicks, and listen to me. If you take these toothpicks and you go and sell them, people will use it. You'll sell it. It's a bargain. And the guy says, you're right. How much? Well, how much do you have? A bag full of gold. Perfect. Takes the bag full of gold, and he takes the wagon full of toothpicks, and he takes it back home, and he shows his father what he has bought, and he's thinking his father's going to be so proud of him. His father says, my son, shlemazel, what are you going to do with all these toothpicks? Do you know how long it's going to take to sell a wagon full of toothpicks? It's going to take forever. All right? This is a waste of time. And the son was really upset, runs upstairs to his room, jumps on his bed, and cries. The father feels a bit bad, and he decides, you know what? I'm going to give him another chance. So he calls him back downstairs and says, listen, my son, I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to give you a bit of advice as well. This time, buy something valuable. All right, something valuable. All right, and I'm going to give you just a small purse of gold. So he takes a small purse of gold, and he's got the advice. He goes back to the marketplace, and of course, the business shark is waiting for him. Ah, you've come back. He said, yes, I have. So what are you looking to buy? Well, the toothpicks was a bad investment, and this time I'm going to buy something valuable. I have it for you. Look, a wagon full of shofars. This is valuable. He says, you're right. How much? Well, since I did business with you before, and you already paid me a whole bag of gold, your little purse, your little small bag of gold will be enough. Excellent. He goes back home, and he shows his father what he bought. And his father says, my son, you're still a shlemazel. Look, shofar. We blow once a year. And a Kehillah community only needs one shofar. What are we going to do with a whole wagon full of shofars? You're a shlemazel. So he's really upset. He blew it twice. He goes upstairs. He goes down to his bed and falls asleep. And he's really sad. And his father can't believe what happened this day. And he calls in his business partner. He says, look, you see the wagon full of toothpicks? Take it to the market. Just get it of my sight. It's bad. Just take it away. Sell it. Exchange it. Just get it out of my driveway. All right. He goes off with the wagon full of toothpicks. Calls another businessman up and says, listen, you see this wagon full of shofars? I have no use for it. All right, I'll keep one, but just take the rest, sell them, exchange them, just get out of my driveway. The guy says, all right. He takes the wagon full of shofars and he disappears into the marketplace. At the end of the day, the father's looking out. He's trying to figure out, his son's, what's happening? And he looks ahead, he can't believe what's coming into his driveway. The guy that took the shofars He's coming back with a wagon full of toothpicks. And the guy that took the wagon full of toothpicks is coming back with a wagon full of shofars. All right, and the father starts to laugh because what happened? They had the same instructions. They went to the marketplace, sell it, exchange it, swap it. They see each other, and he gives him the toothpicks, and the other guy gives him the shofar, and they come back to the father, and the father laughs. He can't believe what a stupid thing happened. But his son upstairs hears them laughing. And comes downstairs and says, Tati, father, it's not fair. It's not fair. You see, them are business people. And they go back to the marketplace and they come back with the same junk and you laugh with them. But me, I go to the marketplace and I come back with this junk and you call me a shlamazel. It's not fair. His father says, my son, there's a big difference. You went to the marketplace with gold and came back with junk. They went to the marketplace with junk and came back with junk. And I have to tell you now, al talmidim kitachet. All right, you have gold. You've learned so much at THA. All right, if I take 9 of you, soon you're going to be 2. There will be a beshet, there will be a party, you'll be 18. 18 represents Chai, life. All right, and what we learned about this life is exactly what you're going to do. All right, God gave us the Torah a few weeks ago that changed the world. He gave us this Torah, and then he hid himself from us. And he hid himself from us for us to try to work our own path and develop a relationship with Hashem. And it's all up to how we choose it and the decisions that we make. God gave us this free choice. As we journey on, all right, you've got this potential. We've seen it in every single one of you. As Dr. Ahlstrom said earlier, we're going on journeys. And in your journey of life, realize what you have. Realize the potential that God gave you. And don't come back with junk. I'd come back with more gold because that's the holiness that you will produce in your life, because it says that before you were born, every single person had the potential to be like Moshe Rabbeinu. And then you're born. And God waits for that potential to ripen. And please God, with all your abilities, I see here tonight doctors, lawyers, teachers, rabbis, rebbitzins, great teachers, parents. I see here on this stage wonderfulness. All right? And Mazel Tov on this day. You should go from strength to strength. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. That is really a hard act to follow. I'm Steve Kipper. I'm the new board chair here. I am absolutely the last minute and last person you'd want to fill in for Mr. Yavelberg, who I'm thinking everyone knows, but in case you don't, had to be at his son's graduation from Rutgers. So this is what you get. Gosh knows, Julie tried to help me, gave me some talking points today. Being the procrastinator I am, I need these at least 2 weeks before to worry about so I can get them done last minute. So you get what you get. The first thing is, this is pretty amazing. This is our 40th year of THA. This is our anniversary. And I look at you guys and I think, we've done a pretty good job for 40 years. I know some of the people who are back here who graduated years ago. They've come back to work. They've come back and gotten married. They've come back and gotten involved in their community. And in fact, some of their kids go here. So you guys got some big shoes to fill. And listening to the rabbi, I'm thinking you guys will do that admirably. So mazel tov to all of you. The second thing is, I'd like to thank the parents. I have 5 kids of my own. I know what it is the sacrifice it takes to put them through private school, and the fact that you had the commitment to keep these kids here for 8 years. Hashem bless you. I'm even going to say God bless you. I think it's okay in this case. Without you parents, these guys don't get to be here, and the community is not blessed with you and what you'll become. And so now, I'm thinking that's it. You've heard enough from me. You didn't come to hear from me. You want to hear about them. So I'm going to introduce a past alumni who is back here and is becoming part of the fabric of this community. His family has become that, and this is really what THA is about. You can get a great education at a lot of schools. You can't get the feel and the neshama you get at THA. And The example is right before you. I'd like to introduce Mike Ash. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve. That was very nice. So, let me tell you how the rest of the night's going to go for you guys. This is the last lecture you'll ever have to sit through at the THA. And you're going to walk out of here, you're going to get in the car with your family, maybe go out, get something to eat, and then it's over. You can't come back. They probably won't even let you on the premises unless you get permission from the front desk first. And trust me, no matter what you're thinking now about how good it's going to be to graduate, about how exciting high school is going to be, there will be days when you want to come back here. Believe me. You might not remember this day when you're 30. You might not remember what I just said 30 minutes from now. But you'll remember THA. You'll remember the friendships, the fun, and the feeling like you were part of a family here. I went to THA from 1st through 8th. I know what it's like. THA taught me the most important lessons in life. I may not have realized it at the time, though. By learning about the Torah, about my Jewish heritage, and what it means to be Jewish, I learned that life should be about love and the quest for peace. I learned how to have good relationships with others by being moral and kind. This is a very special place. But everything changes next year. They probably won't teach Hebrew, well, unless you're going to yeshiva. They won't say birkat after lunch, unless you're going to yeshiva. You probably won't see very many kippahs no matter where you go. I went on to Sabino, but it doesn't matter where you're headed. You might as well go to high school in China. The experience will be equally drastic because there are no Rabbi Billies in the Tucson Unified School District. When you start your freshman year, I promise no one's going to come up to you, put their hand on your shoulder, and say very loudly in a South African accent, "Don't worry, everything's okay." Don't misunderstand me. You'll be very prepared academically. You're already taking high school level classes here. Everyone at this school, including the teachers, is gifted and talented. When you show up to school next year, you will likely be among the smartest, best equipped, and well-educated students in your class. Maybe you're lucky and you'll have a few friends from THA there with you, and maybe you won't know anybody. Regardless, you will find yourself in new situations next year where you won't have your oldest and best friends for support or Rabbi Billy for guidance. You will know exactly what I mean when I say it's time to grow up. Nobody's going to hold your hand and take you to class and show you around and introduce you to people. The first few weeks and months will be tough. It's quite an adjustment to go from a class of 9 to 400. And when you get there, you start from 0. Because it doesn't matter if you're a great athlete at THA, or the best dressed, or have the greatest singing voice. In high school, nobody cares how big you are, how cool you look, or if you never got anything less than an A since first grade. You get the chance to build everything again from scratch. The things you do or don't do in that first year of high school will shape your life for years to follow. And make no mistake, you have an incredibly bright future to look forward to. You already have a head start over all those kids who didn't go to THA. You're most likely going to graduate high school in just 4 short years from now. You'll go to college, maybe grad school, start a business, run for office, cure cancer, win a Nobel Prize, become America's next idol, who knows. But even if you don't make it past the 12th grade, you'll still have an advantage over the vast majority of all human beings on the face of this earth, because you don't have to fight to survive. You know where your next meal is coming from. You were born in a land of freedom and prosperity. Be grateful that you have these basic luxuries, for they are not guaranteed. Thank your parents for getting you to this day. Thank your grandparents for getting your parents to this day. You've been given a gift in life. You've been chosen to succeed. Do not take it for granted. Take advantage of the many gifts you have been given here at THA and pass them on from this generation to the next. Congratulations.
special friends
to help us understand His world and truly comprehend
the beauty and the wonder of everything we see,
and become a better person with each discovery.
When God created teachers, He gave us special guides
To show us ways in which to grow so we can all decide
how to live and how to do what's right instead of wrong.
to lead us so that we can lead and learn how to be strong.
Why God created teachers in His wisdom and His grace was to help us learn to make our world a better, wiser place.
Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine?
You're better than the best. I'm lucky just to linger in your light. Cooler than the flip side of my pillow. That's right. Completely unaware. Nothing can compare to where you send me. Lets me know that it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. In the moments when my good times start to fade, you make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you make me smile. Even when you're gone, somehow you come along. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3,
No, I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Counting on tonight, just counting on tonight, counting on tonight, just counting on tonight. The moon is on my side. I have no reason to run. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the choir. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
And now we'll call upon our 8th grade class to give us their presentations. And I'll call upon Emma Ulstrom.
Hello, my name is Emma Ahlstrom, and I would like to start my speech by extending a special thank you to Brendan and Kelly for letting me wash my plate in their kitchen, smiling, and for keeping me well fed. In less than a week, I'll be on a plane to Israel with some of the greatest classmates I could ask for. On that 24-hour flight, I'm going to look back on the 3 years I've spent at THA, my time in middle school, and all the experiences I've had. On that flight, I'll look back on the teachers who've shown me how to think critically of myself and my work. The people who've inspired and guided me. They prepared me for high school, and I would like to thank those people today. On that flight, I'll be thinking about my class. I'll remember back to the 6th grade when I first came to THA. The fall brought Shabbat tables, shofar blowings, Sukkot parties, Thanksgiving plays, and pumpkin pie. Winter, then spring came, bringing Purim and Hamantashen. Spring yielded to summer, and soon it was fall again, 7th grade. I celebrated the good times and waited out the bad, learning, changing, growing. It was the end of 7th grade, and another summer became fall. On that flight, I will think about my 8th grade year and our last year at THA. Girls basketball and class performances. During this year, our classes learned how to come together and work as one, putting on plays, ceremonies, and memorials. Through this time, we have grown closer together, and here I stand in front of you today. It's graduation. Time has sprinted away, but we are lucky enough to be able to take this moment, stop, and look back before moving forward. I take this time not to look at it as time lost, but experiences gained. I would now like to invite Sophia Chin to share her speech.
Hello, I have been going to THA for 3 years. I remember my first day at THA. I was absolutely terrified, but when I entered THA, you all were so caring. Ms. Jagerberg guided me to the classroom. When I entered the classroom, I saw a bunch of smiling faces greeting me. I had no idea then how great THA would be to me. I didn't know then how sweet my class would end up being. 8 fabulous classmates that are now my best friends. I had no idea how extraordinary my years at THA would be and how many silly little memories I would cherish throughout my life, like fighting over trees, the phone joke, decorating Mr. Hill's classroom, obsessing over the name Ricardo, practicing for the plays, establishing what some of our careers are going to be while creating wild nicknames, and so many more memories that I hope will never leave my mind. I love my class so much, and it's going to be extremely difficult next year without you guys. I would like to thank my teachers. You have taught me so much. Thank you. The teachers at this school are absolutely amazing. I'm going to miss how they can make you so excited to go to class by occasionally having little conversations, talking about the White Sox, telling amazing stories, sharing a thrilling science fact, or even taking a slight part of time talking about I'm just really sad. Showing us an adorable cat video. I would especially like to thank Rabbi Billy and Hamora Malka and Hamora Sigal and Hamora Steffi and the rest of the Judaics department for teaching me about Judaism and Hebrew. When I first came to CHA, I hardly knew anything about Hebrew or Judaics, and now I can say I know plenty, so thank you so much. And every student that has gone or is going to CHA should be grateful that they have teachers as great as you guys. I would also like to thank my mom. Thank you, Mom, for sending me to one of the sweetest schools. Without you, I wouldn't have gone to THA. Thank you. I would like to invite Eyal to present his speech.
Hello everyone. Some of you might not know me. My name is Eyal and I enlisted in THA in February. I'm originally from Israel, so that's where my awesome accent is from. As I entered THA for the first time, it had a different feel than the other schools I've been at the past. Even though the school is small and everyone already knew each other, I felt welcomed by the students and I had a great time being with them inside and out of school. And also the teachers and faculty who helped me catch up in classes and only had a little difficult spelling my name. I hope as each of us go our separate ways, we can still keep in touch. Perhaps in the future, our path we shall cross again, and we talk about memories such as this one. A goodbye is never painful unless you're never going to say hello again, and I know that won't happen with my incredible classmates and friends. I want to give a huge thanks to Rabbi Billy for all he has done for me and for helping me throughout the year, and also my parents for enrolling me in the school. I also want to thank all the teachers, my friends, Google Docs, Wikipedia, and Microsoft Word for helping me to get where I am today. Thank you. I would like to invite Zakkai Markowitz.
Hi, some of you may know me, but for those who don't, my name is Zakkai Markowitz, and I have attended THA since first grade. Throughout my years here, I have learned quite a bit, and not just academic knowledge. I've also learned a great deal about my community and the people who are a part of it. Now, at the end of my THA years, I can look back and say in full honesty that there is no school I would rather have attended than this one, and there is no other community I would rather have been a part of. So tonight, with a thankful heart, I think back on all the great memories I have of this place. I still remember my first time shadowing, before I began my first year, when I thought the third graders were the biggest people in the world. Then when I began first grade, I was introduced to the people who would soon become my lifelong friends. One of my best memories from those early years was the time I forgot to come back in after snack time and wandered around the playground until I realized that I was the only one out there. And how shortly after I began second grade, I was sent to the principal's office, my first and only time, and how they stuck me in a back room and forgot about me until they found me jumping up and down on the couches 6.5 hours later. For years, I sat and watched the Israel chip send-off, and I used to wish that I was the one up there. But as I stand before you now, a THA graduate, I realize I wouldn't have this any other way. Tonight, I am filled with gratitude to my teachers for all the time you invested in preparing me for the challenges I will face next year and throughout the rest of my life. In particular, I would like to thank Mr. Hill and Mr. Khan for your mentorship and guidance. I would also like to extend my appreciation to Hamor Sigal, Rabbi Billy, Hamor Malka, and the rest of the Judaics department for all you have taught me about Judaism and preparing me for my upcoming trip to Israel. Many thanks to the administration and staff, because without you, none of this could have happened. And to Brendan and Kelly for all the lunches you've made for us. Thank you to my parents for supporting me whenever I needed it. And thank you to my sister Aaliyah for always being there when I needed a helping hand or someone to turn to. But above all, thank you to my wonderful class, whose friendship and caring have been a comfort to me every day. As I think back on all the memories we have made together, I know that there are no other people I would rather share this night with. Thank you. Good night. I would like to invite Claire Nyman to give her speech.
This amazing 8th grade class, where do I start? They're my best friends. We argue, fight, and make fun of each other sometimes, but families do that, and that's what I consider them, my family. Some of us have been classmates since first grade. Back then, there were so many cliques and little groups. So by 8th grade, I was pretty scared because we have had what you might call a colorful past. I thought, man, our class is going to be so awkward around each other, but by the end of the first day this year, I knew that this would be a special year. I was assured that these people, my classmates, would be my friends for life. It was not until this last year that I really realized how amazing they are. They are always there for me through good and bad. I remember one day in 2nd or 3rd grade, I was the Foursquare queen, and this kid a grade ahead of me challenged me to a game. It was pretty intense. I inevitably won. He was so angry that he came and kicked me straight in the shins. My classmates all came around and carried me across the field, through the school, and into the office where I told on the kid. That day, I had learned my superiority to the kid in Foursquare, along with the familial qualities of my classmates. I'm so excited to be heading to Israel in 2 days with these kids. It seriously breaks my heart to know that we won't be a class anymore. We are all so close. I have a separate math class from them, and even in that short period of time, I find myself missing them. We have so many inside jokes, and we can just be ourselves around each other. They make me happy when no one else can, and for that I am truly grateful. Although I'm excited and anxious and scared for the experience of high school, I know I will never be able to stop thinking about all my experiences at THA. I would like to say thank you to my teachers who throughout the year have supported me and helped me to achieve my extremely high standards and goals. Also a huge thank you to my parents who have put up with me through thick and thin and who have helped me when I needed it. I love you guys. Also, a warm goodbye to the students and faculty at this school. I will definitely miss the kids along with the welcoming and loving atmosphere provided here. I would like to call Eshed Ozeri to give her speech.
Hello, thank you for coming. I have been going to THA for 8 years and have learned so much. I could not have gotten to where I am today without the help from all my teachers. I've come a long way since first grade, from being the shy girl to having confidence in myself. I love this class so much. I'm never going to forget all the memories we have had together. I'm so grateful of how close we have gotten throughout the years here at THA. In the great words of Joyce Meyer, a number 2 pencil and a dream can take you anywhere. I would like to call David Layton to say his speech.
Good evening, my esteemed teachers, my loving family, and my dearest friends. Tonight, I stand before you excited, hopeful, and looking forward to the future. However, just as I am excited, I know that I am leaving behind a school that has been like a home to me since the 1st grade. In Procure Vote, it says, make your Torah study a fixed practice, say little and do much, and receive everyone with a cheerful face. Learning Torah is a very important and huge part of my life. Therefore, I plan on continuing my studies next year in yeshiva. Lubavitcher Rebbe always emphasizes one of the most important ideas of Chassidus, to always improve and never be happy with where you are. I hope to grow and never stop improving. Many people that know me say I don't talk much and that I am shy. However, throughout my days here at THA, in class and also out of class, I have made sure that not by my words, but by my actions, I have been able to change and help brighten the atmosphere around me. I am sure classmates would agree that I'm always happy, enthusiastic, and maybe sometimes a little bit goofy. We just celebrated the festival of Shavuot, and the Rebbe discusses that in order to accept the Torah, we need to have love for a fellow Jew. Throughout knowing this, I always try to make everyone feel comfortable and accepted, and always greet them with a cheerful face. I would like to thank my teachers for helping me grow throughout these wonderful 8 years of my life. They constantly watered me with knowledge and support. I couldn't have reached this milestone in my life without you. The people that I owe the biggest thanks to are my parents. They have been by my side for 14 years and never failed to make me feel loved. Thank you for driving me everywhere. I ask for helping me with homework and for getting me through all the hard times in my life. I love you guys. My classmates have really made this year unforgettable. They never failed to make me happy. Thank you guys for being there with me throughout everything. I will miss you. Thank you to everyone who came to celebrate with us tonight. I would like to call up Yael Layton.
I have had the privilege of attending Tucson Hebrew Academy since the 1st grade in 2005. I vividly remember the excitement I felt for a whole week, anticipating the moment I would walk into my classroom as a 1st grader. I bought my first backpack, which had my name embroidered right on the front. I couldn't wait to get homework and to be around other kids my age. The first thing I saw when I walked into the classroom that morning was the homework bin, in which I anticipated putting my own homework. After 1st grade, we had many wonderful years of friendship, fun, and learning at THA. Last year, 7th grade was different than all the other years. We had many ups and downs and a lot of drama, but I truly believe that it shaped us into the wonderful class and the close friends we have become today. Standing here at this momentous occasion of my 8th grade graduation, looking at my best friends, I couldn't be more grateful for the unforgettable memories we've shared, like putting on performances in front of the school and constantly getting food from Rabbi Billy. The highlight was planning our trip to Israel, but overall, the day-to-day fun and laughter together was by far the most special. We have all gathered here today to celebrate a momentous occasion, our graduation. It is a milestone in our lives and seemingly the end of our work throughout the past 8 years. I feel that graduation is not a conclusion but a new beginning. The knowledge we've acquired will assist and enable us to thrive as we embark on a new journey through high school. There is a well-known story about a weary traveler who comes to rest near a tree. He enjoys the shade of the tree, eats the fruit of the tree, and drinks from the stream nearby. After the traveler feels refreshed, he prepares to resume his journey. Then he turns to the tree and says, Ilan, Ilan, b'ma avarechacha. Dear tree, with what shall I bless you? To me it's apparent you have everything, beautiful branches, great shade, and all of the qualities you need. The only thing I can bless you with is that all that comes forth from you, all your fruits, will be blessed to be as beautiful as you. Is this really a blessing for the tree or for its fruit? The response to this question is that the fruit that comes from the tree is a reflection of the tree. Therefore, the fruit's outcome is the tree's success. We, the students, are the fruits of our teachers. Their success and accomplishments are sitting in front of you today. We are the living embodiment of their knowledge, their dedication, and more importantly, the love that they express towards every one of us. This is the greatest blessing for our teachers and the greatest reward for our school. Thank you, Mrs. Pullen and Mrs. Sewell, for instilling confidence in me to excel at math. Thank you, Mr. Hill, for your inspirational and intriguing lessons in literature that will stay with me throughout my life. Thank you, Mr. Kahn, for making history alive and infusing in me a love for writing. Thank you, Ms. Wilson, for keeping me healthy and pushing me to keep at it. Thank you, Mrs. CD, for the vast knowledge that you've imparted to me in the world of science. Thank you, Amora Malka, for helping us improve our skills in the Hebrew language. We truly look forward to sharing our Israel experience with you. Thank you, Hamor Sigal, for teaching us to communicate in Hebrew and for going above and beyond in planning our Israel trip. It is you that made this year at THA one that will be truly unforgettable. Lastly, I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to an individual whose care and concern can be felt on a daily basis. He is there for us through thick and thin, has created an amazing atmosphere in school, and will be leading us on the trip of our dreams. Thank you, Rabbi Billy. There are two people who have been by my side throughout it all. Standing here today is a result of the hard work, dedication, and love of my parents. There are no words to express my feelings of gratitude and admiration towards the people that personify generosity, selflessness, and kindness. I look up to you as an example of who to emulate. Thank you for being there for me throughout late study nights, for taking me everywhere I ask, for helping me with school projects, but most of all, supporting me mentally and emotionally. I've become who I am today because of you. I love you guys. Now, I turn to you, my fellow classmates, those who have been with me throughout, who helped model me into the person I've become and who never failed to make me laugh. It is you, my classmates, who have made my years here at THA some of the best years of my life. I love you guys and will miss you more than you can ever imagine. Thank you all for coming and celebrating with us tonight.
Thank you.
Student, faculty, friends, on this exciting night, I speak of optimism, laughter, and excitement. As I was gathering input for this graduation speech, people suggested that I start with a quote that will have a profound meaning. Then there were others who said, don't worry, no one even listens to those quotes anyways. Fortunately, I was able to take from both suggestions and I found a happy balance. This is one of those times where I get to fill you in on what has kept me going. So this is my quote. From a Mishnah on Pirkei Avot, chapter 1, Mishnah 6. Yeshua ben Parachia says, accept upon yourself a teacher, acquire a friend for yourself, and judge everyone favorably. In all my years of THA, I have found all three of these things. It has been 8 years of me walking through the front gates, and if you know me well, even sometimes climbing on them. In my mischievous nature, I know what is on the roof and all the nooks and crannies of the whole school. And even more so, Mr. Yalverberg's office. However, the school has become a part of me. In these walls, I have had the privilege of many of you teaching me. I have had the privilege of having 2 wonderful basketball coaches, and I have had the privilege of being surrounded by my friends that mean a lot to me. So many of you know me as mischievous Yankee who's too cool for school. I want to state tonight that I am grateful for all my years of THA. Its memories will shape me towards the future. With all this in mind, I want to reach out towards my parents who have, who have put up with all my trials and tribulations. Your belief in me and THA has laid the foundation that will shape me to reach my full potential as Yankee Lane. Thank you and good night.
Now that was a hard act to follow. So on behalf of all the parents, wow, you were right, Rabbi Billy, it's quite bright up here. We wanted to bestow some gifts and some blessings upon all of you at your graduation tonight. Before we do that, or I help to facilitate that, I just wanted to get a sense of the kind of place that you've come from, because I think it's the kind of community that you've created together as a class. And I'm so impressed with the bonding and the support that you've given to each other. I just want to exemplify the community that we have here in the school. It's been such a inspiration to me over the years. So if you're a parent of one of the graduates here, could you please stand up? So if you, no, keep standing, please keep standing. If you are a grandparent of one of the graduates, please stand. Okay? If you are a sibling of one of the graduates, please stand. If you are an aunt or uncle of one of the graduates, please stand. If you are a family friend of one of the graduates, please stand. If you are a former classmate of one of the graduates, please stand. And if you are one of their teachers of these wonderful graduates, please stand. And I just take an opportunity, while hopefully everyone is standing at this point, to really look around and see the kind of place that these students have come from. This is a kahila and a community that's been created that's really helped to shape and mold the 8 years that a lot of these kids have been here together. And it's been really a blessing, the kind of support that this community has provided to all of you. So there's a very special word in Hebrew that you don't get to sort of unload very often, but I think many of us know it as nachas. I think this is a true moment for all of the parents, grandparents, and friends to feel true nachas and towards all of you guys, a true deep pride. You've all worked hard. There's been a lot of diligence and perseverance and trials and tribulations in your academic studies, your Judaic studies, in the relationship and the bonding that you've managed to pull together with each other. Hopefully you have just a wealth of wonderful memories. And on behalf of all the parents, I want to present to you a small gift from everyone. Claire? Oh, so that was for Eshed. Claire? David? To Sophia? Emma? Yaakov? Yael? Eyal? And of course, last but not least in my mind, my son Zakkai. Congratulations to all of you.
I'd like to call upon our dearest administrator, Ronnie Siebold. And he's right up here, our president. Dun, 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 huh? No, you stand in front of me. Oh, you stand on the side over here. And to present, to present.
Just one more thing. Before this started, I was talking to a sixth grader, asking her what she loved about the school and didn't love. Aliyah said she loved the school, loved her friends, didn't like the test, so I'm going to do all I can over the summer so next year there are no more tests at THA.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the good one. Emma. Can I get it? Yael. Eshed. David. Zakkai. Sophia. Claire. Ayal. Last but not least, Yankee. Mazel tov.
We want to come forward on behalf of the class just to give a small token of our appreciation for an amazing, beautiful evening that you put together with all your love and all your creativity and with all your heart for all of us today. We're going to force you to come up because we're not moving until you do. So thank you once again. Because today she put on her darker jeans. She dressed up today. 8th grade class, take your tassels, move them to the left-hand side, and all the teachers, we need to come up to take the talit. Are they? This talis was our first graders. All the kids that were here in first grade stood under this talis on their first grade siyum and stand in the same way tonight in their 8th grade graduation. If you stand under this talis representing a kuppah, may you also one day stand underneath your own kuppah, right, and live a life of goodness, joyfulness, peacefulness, and continue to contribute to make the world a beautiful place. If we say together, "V'barakach Adonai shmarecha, ya'eh Adonai panav elecha v'kuneka, yiseh Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem laka shalom." May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord cause his face to be upon you and give you a life of forever of goodness, love, and peace. And Seven Tava, Mazel Tava, Mazel Tava. Seven Tava, Mazel Tava, Mazel Tava. Seven Tava, Seven Tava, Mazel Tava. Seven Tava, being our honest guests here this evening. We are allowed to hug the graduates as much as you want to, and then participate in some refreshments on this side. All right, mazel tov to all of you.